a WWE Hall of Famer from the LOD Road Warrior Animal, and you're listening to Perched on the Top Rope. Oh, what a rush.
Hey, what's going on, everyone? It's Lee Walker here. I am here with WWE Hall of Famer, Road Warrior Animal. Animal, how you doing today?
Good, man. How you doing?
Doing great. Well, first and foremost, today's Hawk's birthday.
Yeah, man. I've been getting wished happy birthday today. Everybody, Wikipedia got it. We still had it wrong after 25 years, wishing me happy birthday on Hawks Day. Yeah, man. Hawks birthday today, when people mention it to me, it's kind of like a surreal moment.
You have a new video game that's coming out, Retromania. It's been a while since we've seen the Road Warriors in a video game. How do you feel about it? Have you seen test shots or played it at all?
I have the original WWF Superstars game in my basement, the big one, the arcade game.
Yeah.
Like a friend of mine used to run an arcade company, and he gave me a brand new one. And when I saw the RetroSoft one, the replica, it's the same kind of game, but the graphics are better. And it's present day movements and stuff, so it's really cool, man. And so when they approached me on it, it was just going to be with the company RetroSoft. And then they sold it to Nintendo, and now that it's a Nintendo game, I believe it's going to be one of the hottest selling games because fans like to go back to the retro stuff.
Yeah, absolutely.
They love to go back, and they love to play the old school thing with new school movements, and I think it's still great. Right now, in all the graphics, Hawk and I are the only ones that are done.
Yeah.
So when you see all the ads for it, it's always Hawk and I in the background fighting.
Yep.
So, which is cool for me because I think I was the first one to sign the contract with them. To be honest with you.
Oh, awesome! Yeah, because they got they have your red and black gear, and then they also have I believe it was the NWA gear because they have NWA Power rings there too.
Yeah, I know. I saw the commercials that Nick Aldis has done with them, and of course I gave the guy from RetroSoft a hard time. I said, "What do you think Nick Aldis is doing for you? I should be on the commercial with Nick Aldis doing it." I said, "You got me in the background of everything." I said, "You should have me do it, while one of the Road Warriors is still here on this earth."
What was it like at SummerSlam winning your first WWF Tag Team title?
It was the last of the big three to win. And, when you win something, it's great. But when you win them, especially in Madison Square Garden, which is like the freaking pinnacle of your sports, whether you're a basketball player or a hockey player, no matter what, you're in the Garden. The Garden's the Garden.
Yeah.
And the crowd was unbelievable. And for me, as a young guy, when I was doing it, I'm looking at the crowd and I see, Regis Philbin and Lou Ferrigno, and I see all these stars that live in New York City there at this match. I'm going, what the heck, this is nuts, And then when we won the titles, besides SummerSlam 92 over in London, it was the loudest ovation we ever got. And it was like literally, I don't know if you remember watching it, it was like a 15-minute celebration of us winning the title. Because no other team has won that in the history of our business, the big three. And so we did, and it was awesome, man. It was a testament to the New York fans, man. New York sports market is freaking crazy.
Speaking of the big three in 1996, you and Hawk were part of WCW and had all sorts of opportunities at the tag titles. It was kind of a short run. You were only there 6 months, and you went back to WWF in '97. Was there ever an explanation as to why during the '96 run you and Hawk didn't the chance to win the belt?
We just, what are you talking about, WCW?
Yeah.
We couldn't get our contract thing worked out in WCW. So in that aspect of it, we could never get anything done to be able to go after the titles. Now I think it would have helped them and it would have helped us. But at the time, they had so many guys there at the time, and if you look at their roster, they were trying to buy up every bit of available talent in the wrestling business of it. So, and we saw that. We had the luxury of being able to pick and choose our companies. So to us, it was more important for us to go to Japan and go to WWF.
2003, you guys make a surprise return and face RVD and Kane. What did you think of the reception that night?
I just saw that match. I thought since they were their babyface champions, and then when our music hit, if you look at the crowd, it was a freaking Road Warrior pop crowd. I mean, they went freaking crazy. It was right back after, we just come back after getting suspended because of Hawk's charades and wrestling RVD and Kane. I think if they would have wanted to do something great for business, they should have dropped the titles to us that day. I think it would have been great. I think fans would have went, "Oh crap, man, the LOD's back in WWF," you know.
It would have been huge.
And I thought that would have been the thing to do, because RVD and Kane wasn't exactly your textbook tag team. Two singles guys. You know what I mean? Both are great guys, but as a team, I like them better. I like them better both as single wrestlers myself.
You go into the WWE Hall of Fame. How did you find out you were going in, and what was that night like for you and Paul Ellering?
You know, my brother Johnny called me up and said, "Hey, man, congratulations." And I said, "What for?" He goes, "You're going in the Hall of Fame." And, you know, and my initial reaction was, I said, "Well, we should have been your first tag team to go in the Hall of Fame." I mean, I was just being honest with him. He goes, "Yeah," and I understand why they didn't. You know, they were waiting for the right timing. Them going back to Atlanta with us where we started, you know, and so it made sense when you think about it later on down the road. But the eyes of the wrestling fan, you know, all the fans are going, "Well, nobody can beat these guys. Why aren't they in the Hall of Fame earlier?" You know, so listen, made sense business-wise for us to go when we did, and it was surreal, man. Ellering never told me he was going to put that little miniature action figure of Hawk on the podium. And when I saw that, I about lost it. Thought I was going to start crying like a baby.
Last question here. What are your thoughts on all the different wrestling companies that are out now? You've got NWA, AEW, WWE, New Japan, you have ROH, Impact, you have all these different companies, where back then it was all territories.
Yeah.
What do you think now that there's all these different outlets for fans to watch wrestling again?
I think it's great time in the wrestling business for fans now again, but I think where every one of the companies is missing the boat is there's no storylines. Fans love to be involved in a story, and there's no storylines. That's, I think, the only thing that's missing. Wrestling talent's great. I think what they do is that they got to get rid of the monkey see, monkey do mentality. You know, if you're watching WWE and they're doing 50 flying tackles or presses over the top rope, you know, moonsaults, then every company's doing 50 of them. Got to get away from that. Nobody's got their own identity.
Yeah.
And that's what separated the guys back in my day. We all had our own identity, our own likeness, our own personalities, you know, interviews, everything was different. I think you got to go that way. I think they're trying to reach to do some things like, there ain't no way I believe Tessa Blanchard should be the world's heavyweight champion for men. Love Tessa, love the family, love Magnum, love Tully. Not good business. Girl's never going to be the guy. I'm not being chauvinistic, I'm just being honest.
Yeah.
Right? Ring of Honor had an opportunity to do something good, but now, besides Marty Scurll, who do they got? I mean, really?
Yeah.
You know, the Briscoes, a couple things, but not very many, you know? And then, you know, and WWE is what it is. You can see the production of WWE is freaking second to none. They're the best. The AEW comes in second, but AEW's gotten a bad habit of not respecting the referees. They'll do a tag match, and, you know, we got a 4 count to get in and out of the ring. Guys are in there for 25, 30 seconds. I'm going, what in the heck, man? And the fans are so smart, they see that.
Yeah.
And that's why you watch ratings keep going like this, up and down, because they're not getting what they want to see.
Yeah.
You promise the fans storyline and do that, and you're not giving them storylines. Both WWE and AEW promising that. That's the only thing I think that's missing.
All right. Animal, I want to thank you for taking the time to speak with me today. It has been a real honor. I appreciate it.